I'm going to attempt to climb as many meters as there are to the top of Everest in 1 week. It's a well-known fact that in competitive sports, you have to push yourself to get better. Setting yourself challenges, finding your limits, and then taking that extra step forward can be the key to improving as an athlete. But the consequences of pushing yourself too hard are also very, very serious. I very much learnt that lesson and wanted to share my story with you. I guess I just keep doing this, don't I? That's it, making circles with my legs. I'm gonna suffer today. I hurt a lot. Am I regretting my decision? Can confirm this is rubbish. 454 meters. It's just not enough, is it? Hi, I'm Mary Spender, and this is Proof of Sweat. Happy working out. Proof of Sweat. Those of you who know me from my music channel will know that I'm also a keen cyclist, and my recent travels to Spain was in part to do with the amazing cycling terrain in the hills around Girona. I had recently decided to really focus on my fitness and set myself a challenge to give me something to work towards. I had started doing a lot of climbing around the hills of Catalonia because I weirdly enjoy it and am a sucker for punishment. But please remember, I am so average. I am not an athlete, never showed any prowess at school. Sport wasn't really a thing in my family, but I found a love in cycling, and it's a great way for me to reset my brain. I had also just treated myself to a brand new bike, a Giant Defy, saying goodbye to my Aubert Aqua. That bike taught me a lot about myself, and it was a bittersweet moment to let it go, but I am completely head over heels in love with my new gal. I'd been struggling to find a bike in stock in my size. I take a small frame, size 51, and bike shortages meant I just hadn't found the right one for me. It was my friend Tristan who recommended this particular model to me. I fell in love with that dark, sparkly purple, which reminds me of my Nebula Silver Sky guitar. Very sexy. So I made my mind up. Over the course of 1 week, I would try to Everest. And to be upfront with you, I completely failed. The concept of Everesting is simple. Pick any hill, anywhere in the world, and complete repeats of it in a single activity until you climb 8,848 meters, the equivalent height of Mount Everest. I had been very inspired by Jack UltraCyclist, who this year has set himself the challenge of cycling 1 million meters of elevation, and he's well on his way to completing it, and he's also fundraising for some amazing charities. I'll link all the details in the description below. But I just wanted to see what it's like for a normal human being to do this crazy amount of elevation in 1 week. So let's take a look at my attempt to climb Everest in a week. This was a big mistake. Day 1. The first day, I take my Aubert Aqua out for a final spin. First ride was 33 and a bit miles, 1,210 meters, quite a lot. At this point, I wasn't yet thinking of Everesting. This was just a fun ride and a way to say goodbye to my Aubert. I bought it all those years ago. It taught me a lot, but I felt like I finally deserve an upgrade. It's a bittersweet moment, but beautiful scenery and a few horses. Day 2, huge difference on the new bike. I just decided to do an Els Angels loop, which is a famous climb in Girona. I did it a touch faster than my PB, new bike day legs. I say that I'm not going to smash it up, but then break my own record. I'm going to take it pretty easy because I don't want to wreck myself. Very sweaty as always, and I get to the top and get to see the view and take a moment to look at my new bike, my Giant Defy. It's time. I have my new bike. I've just cycled like 10 minutes, I'm already out of breath, so that shows how much I deserve it. I'm going to do 3 hours, I'm going to go up Els Angels, and then I'm going to do the Hincapi loop, which for Girona-based people, you'll know what that means. So it should be about 3 hours, but my goodness, it's already so smooth. Okay, I am at the top of Els Angels. My effort, I think, was about 40 seconds faster than my record time on my Aubert Aqua. I also bumped into my lovely friend Kieran, who then joined me for the rest of the ride. Now, as you'll be able to tell, I wasn't taking it all that easy. Totally overexcited. I'll regret this later. 2,107 metres down, a few more to go. Day 3, mostly images and pretty pictures. Pushing my own limits and staying out a little bit too late. It was a nice warm evening, but I didn't get home until about 9:30, 10 p.m, so had to ride home in the dark. I did have lights with me. 2,982 metres down. Day 4, rest day. It's Easter Sunday, so I went for a meal with my Catalan friends. Day 5, I witnessed a car accident. Everyone was okay. I went up Els Angels and then over the back, which is a bit shorter of a distance, but a little steeper at points. I did it 3 times. So far, I've done 50 metres of climbing. It is Monday, the 18th of April. Slowly does it. Let's do this. Girona. Yes. Second time at the top of Els. I'm going to go down again, do it again. Yeah, I've got about an hour and 15 minutes left of sunlight. I'm still going uphill. 959 metres. It's going to be a long week. It's going to be a really long week. You'll see me starting to feel the pain. This was when it was good weather too, riding into the sunset. But for Monday, 1,500 metres, great way to start the week. But now I'm at 4,482 metres into the challenge. Still a very long way to go, but I've just climbed higher than Mount Fuji in 5 days, so not too shabby. 1,132 metres. I'm gonna push my luck. I'm gonna go down again and do the backside the third time. So it'll be 1 up the long way, 3 times up the short way. It's just gone 8 p.m. and yeah, I mean, the next few days are gonna be cold, so I might as well get a few more meters in now while it's still gorgeous and warm. And then yeah, on to tomorrow. That was my 3rd time up the backside. Now I'm just gonna shoot straight over and go home because it's getting dark and it's getting cold and it's getting windy. And at the moment I've done 1,460 meters, but we'll see what it's like when I get home. Now time to eat and recover. Day 6, April 19th, 40 miles, 1,394 metres. This was brutal too and pretty hot for the clothes I was wearing. When I'm wearing this orange, I'm super arrogant about how fine I'm finding it. Now I know the truth, it's hilarious. Okay, 148 metres into today. Doing one of my favourite loops to keep myself interested. Hi, friend. I guess I just keep doing this, don't I? That's it, making circles with my legs. 715 metres so far. I'm really taking it chill. Takes me about 5 minutes to get down, 15 to get up. So that's 2nd time up. Could do it like maybe 4 more times and see where I'm at. Why do I love this so much, guys? Then I cycle home. I have a bar bag with loads of snacks in it too to fuel me. Definitely burning all the carbs this week. Now, almost at Kilimanjaro height. Yes, I am behind. Also, I was working normal hours this week too. So this little challenge was starting to take its toll on me. And at this point, I knew I just wasn't going to make it, but had to try and finish strong. It's getting chilly. Jacket coming on. Glad I brought it now. I also have shoe warmers in my front bag. Don't think we're there yet. Maybe the next round. Here we go again. Come on. Where's that next meter? Am I regretting my decision? Day 7, final day, the most depressing day. The weather was pretty terrible, and after this ride, I got pretty sick, possibly from rainwater and the cold and just being drained after a week of shredding my legs. I'm gonna suffer today. I hurt a lot. So this is not gonna be fun. It starts raining. I'm only 300 meters in. This is exactly when I should have turned home, thoroughly regretting everything that happened after this. I start looking really disheartened too. Only 300 meters done. And it is full on raining. Hey, all those years in England, this is what I trained for. Okay, I'm at the top of Els. If I go down the back, then I have to come back up to get the extra few hundred meters. Do I risk getting really cold and then getting ill? Yes. But my core is dry at the moment, so this rain jacket's doing all right, but I'm going to get cold all the way down, aren't I? Oh, I just want to confirm Everesting is a lot. Okay, stop complaining, Mary. Just go down the hill. I talk about Everesting being really hard, mentally challenging. When the weather's not on your side, either extreme heat or cold and wet, it's really difficult. That's what makes Jack's challenge so impressive, because he's doing it through every single season, week in and week out, for a year. And the consistency in keeping well to be able to do the miles is just crazy. So 6 days of riding over 200 miles of up and downhill, just over 7,000 meters climbed. Can confirm this is rubbish. Still out here. $1,030. Slowly does it. The naive thing about this challenge was that I'd done some heavy training the week before, but hadn't really realised how much elevation I'd done. So I just didn't allow my body enough time to recover to be able to do this. And it really set me back. I ended up quite ill. However, I'm proud of 7,000 metres in a week, and it was hours and hours spent outside in the fresh air on a bike. So a little update. I followed the stomach virus I caught with COVID the next week in May, and then I got a really serious throat infection as a weird side effect that meant I had to take a trip to the doctor while I was in the US of A. And well, I've never actually been quite that poorly, so I went from being the fittest I'd been all year to the most unfit I'd been since 2018. Ever since COVID, I've had extremely high blood pressure, so I've given up alcohol, upped my greens. I'm getting back into exercise as I really needed some time just to heal. So now I'm definitely on the mend and have made some healthy changes. I'm going to be uploading a little more frequently on this channel, so be sure to subscribe. But Proof of Sweat isn't about doing stupid stuff like this and making yourself ill. It's not about how far you go or how many calories you burn. Instead, it's just about consistency and moving your body every day, something I'm still trying to tackle. So be sure to tag me in your Proof of Sweat pictures and videos over on Instagram, as it motivates me too. But as always, I'll be seeing you very soon.